Welcome to Data Studio 101. My name is Abhinav and I'm here to help you get started, become really comfortable with creating cool looking dashboards, reports, visualizing your data and gaining insights from it. If you are new to the channel, please make sure you have subscribed to the channel and also check out all the previously posted episodes. As a reminder, we have set up an online discussion forum for you. The link is right here. Please check out that online discussion forum because it will allow you to have meaningful conversations with other students who are also learning Data Studio through this course. In the previous episode, we saw how you can add a custom field to your chart, how you can add a global custom field, how you can add a local custom field, and how it affects your report. In this episode, we are going to learn about adding calculated fields. How you can use different formulas to create calculated fields which will allow your users to see something that was not existing in the data and you have added it now to your report using some sort of mathematical formula or a case-when statement. This provides great flexibility for you as an editor of the report to add a field which is based on a certain logic, and it could be as simple as a categorical variable. Let's say you want to group certain values that are in the country field to be named something that you like. To do that, you need a case-when statement, and calculated fields allow you to do that. Let's get started with episode 7 of Data Studio 101. So in the previous episode, we looked at how you can add custom fields using the existing fields in your dataset. In this episode, we are going to look at adding calculated fields to your table, to your charts with the exact same process. Calculated fields just makes use of some basic mathematical formulas which can probably multiply two numbers, subtract one number from the other, divide one number by the other, and bring in a new field to your dataset. So in this example, we are actually going to create a new field which will tell us how much profit did we make with each shipment, with each order that was placed through our retail store. In order to do that, just as you did for custom fields, you'd go to editing the data source, add a field, naming this field total profit. I can also see what fields are available in this panel. So I know I have total revenue and total cost as two fields available, which will help me calculate the total profit. And the formula is fairly simple. I can just do total revenue minus total cost and hit the save button. Now let's look at this newly created field in a chart, but I do not see any space available on the canvas. All you have to do is right click anywhere on the grid, click on current page settings, go to style in the magic panel and change the height or the width as per your need. In this case, I'm changing the height to 1200. I'm going to add a new chart now, and let's start with a table chart to just see how this field looks. For the dimension, I'm going to select country, and the metric in this case is going to be our newly created field called total profit, which now starts showing you what is your profit by country, in order to make sure that anyone who uses this report is able to understand that this is a currency or this is a dollar value. Edit on the metric and change this to be a type currency, and it will be made US dollars. You can then go to the style panel and remove the decimals by either selecting a decimal precision that you want, or you can just hit the compact numbers, which will then convert your huge looking numbers into smaller looking compact numbers. So now we added total profit as a new field to the report using two existing fields, total revenue and total cost. You can look at total profit across any dimension if you have added it globally, which is what I did just now by editing the data source at its root. If you were to add it directly to this chart, you will not be able to use a newly created calculated field in a different chart, just the way how custom fields work. In the beginning of the course, I said that Data Studio is visually very appealing. And in order to demo that, I'd like to actually convert this table, which looks a little bland, into a map, because we see that we have names of the countries available and the total profit along with them. Go to the chart selection panel and click on filled map as an option to convert this table now using the country names into a geographical map, which will show me by color which country makes the highest amount of profit. That is it. You just have to have a country value. It could either be the ISO code of a country or the name of the country, and you will be able to create such beautiful looking charts. I can just hover on top of any country on the map and I'll be able to see the value associated to that country. The other good part about calculated fields is you can use a case when statement to add a new categorical variable. I'll be selecting the table that we created just now and add a categorical variable which will enable me to see this data in an even more summarized format. You just go to add dimension, create a field, and I'll name this profit category. So we just now added total profit as a global field, which basically means that I should be able to use that field in any of my calculated fields. So I added a very simple case when statement which says case when sum of the total profit is greater than 120 million, then you would categorize the country as high profit. When it is less than 120 million, then it will be categorized as low profit. Anything that's above 120 million is now being categorized as high profit, and anything that's lower than 120 million is being categorized as low profit. So this is the power of calculated fields, where you can either perform a mathematical operation on your existing fields to come up with something new, or you can add categorical variables and do a lot of other creative stuff using the fields that exist in your dataset. Alright, it's time for try this out section for episode 7. In this episode, we saw how you can use different mathematical formulas or case when statement as an example to create new calculated fields using the fields that existed in your data table. I want you to try out adding more calculated fields using 3 different mathematical formulas. It could be as simple as getting average of your total revenue when we are talking about this particular data set, or any other mathematical formula, and it could be as complex as you want it to be to add a new calculated field to your data set. Calculated fields, in my opinion, is a really powerful tool. It allows you to avoid the pain of writing a query or doing something outside of your report and bringing it back into your report just so that you are able to show your viewers something new based on the data that existed. Please make sure that you are well versed with all the different nuances of calculated fields, as it will help you go a long way while you are creating your data visualizations using Data Studio, or for that matter any other data visualization tool. That is it for episode 7 of Data Studio 101. I hope you enjoyed watching this episode. If you liked it, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to support this community that's trying to learn better together. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching.